Rise today with both urgency and hope to speak not of past wrongs alone, but of the responsibility we hold as stewards of public trust. We have all seen and heard in the past few days the painful news of corruption in the implementation of infrastructure projects. It is sad and frustrating, but at the same time, it presents us with an opportunity. An opportunity not to assign blame within this chamber, but to strengthen our institutions so that future generations will not have to face the same disheartening headlines. As representatives of the people, we all know that infrastructure is not just about roads, bridges, and flood control systems. It is also about lifelines, the bridges that connect a farmer's produce to the market, the flood control projects that protect our families' homes, the roads that bring children safely to school. When corruption taints these projects, the betrayal is not abstract. It is felt in the cracked wall of the classrooms, the flooded barangays, and the wasted billions of pesos that could have transformed lives. Mr. Speaker, I am not here to accuse anyone. Rather, I am here to propose that we, as a Congress, respond to these painful lessons by adopting proactive safeguards that can protect both our people and our institution. Today, I humbly present the Open Infrastructure and Public Oversight Mechanism. This seeks to institutionalize mechanisms for transparency, accountability, efficiency, and inclusivity in all government infrastructure projects. At the heart of this mechanism is the creation of a national multi-stakeholder oversight group or infrastructure, or the National MSG Infra. This group will be composed equally of representatives from government agencies, the private sector, and civil society organizations. It will have the mandate to monitor, audit, and make publicly accessible critical information about infrastructure projects, from design and costs to contractors, procurement, and implementation status. By institutionalizing this kind of multi-sector oversight, we recognize a simple but powerful truth that corruption thrives in the dark, but it cannot survive transparency. Colleagues, corruption in infrastructure is not new. It has been described by some as ingrained in our system. But ingrained does not mean inevitable. It means we have allowed it to grow roots, and it also means we can pull it out if we act together. Ang open infra mekanismo ay hindi lamang tungkol sa pagpigil ng korupsyon. Ito ay tungkol sa pagpapatibay ng tiwala ng publiko sa ating pamahalaan. Ito ay paniniguro na bawat Pilipinong nagbabayad ng buwis na ang kanilang pinaghirapang pera ay ginamit ng tapat at matuwid. Ito rin ay tungkol sa pag-iingat ng dangal ng Kongresong ito sa pamamagitan ng pagpapakita na kaya nating magsulong ng mga reforma na lampas sa mga salita, mga reforma nagbubunga ng konteksto at epektibong mekanismo laban sa katiwalian. This mechanism also empowers local governments and communities. It provides for the creation of local MSG infra groups to ensure that oversight is not limited to the national level, but is practiced where the projects are actually built, on the ground, in the barangays and municipalities where people live. It also mandates transparency measures that are already enshrined in our Constitution and in the Local Government Code: full disclosure of contracts and project documents, public consultations, and accessible information through official website and bulletin boards. Through open infra, we can make these constitutional promises real. Ginoong Speaker, mga kasama, alam ko na may magsasabi na ang korupsyon ay isang realidad na hindi na natin lubusang maiaalis. At marahil tama sila. na hindi natin ito mapupuksan ng lubusan sa lalong madaling panahon. Ngunit ang tiyak na magagawa natin at tungkulin nating gawin ay ang magtayo ng mga sistema na nagpapahirap sa paggawa ng korupsyon. Sistema na magpapadali sa pagtuklas ng korupsyon. At sistema na nagsisiguro na ang parusa ay mabilis at tiyak. This mechanism is not a silver bullet, but is a step towards changing the incentives in our system. It makes transparency the norm, not the exception. It was accountability and shared responsibility, not just the burden of a few offices. It is forward-looking because we are not waiting for the next scandal to erupt before we act. We are building protections now. It is proactive because it empowers not just government watches, but also communities, citizens, and the private sector to take part in protecting the integrity of public funds. Colleagues, corruption does not only waste money, it weakens democracy. It breeds cynicism among our people, making them believe that government will always fail them. Every exposed scandal makes it harder for us to convince Filipinos to trust their institutions. But today, we have a chance to show that corruption is not the whole story. That the story can be also about leaders who confronted the problems with courage and humility, who worked together across party lines to create stronger safeguards, and who refused to let history repeat itself. At bilang inyong kapwa kinatawan mula sa Dinagat Islands, nakita ko po kung paano ang infrastruktura kapag ito ay maayos na isasagawa ay tunay na nakapagpapabago ng buhay. Nasaksihan ko rin kung paano kayang patayin ng korupsyon ang pag-asa at hadlangan ang kaunlaran. Kaya't ako po ay nananawagan sa inyo ngayon, hindi lamang bilang mambabatas, kundi bilang mga tagapag-ingat ng tiwala ng ating mamamayan. Huwag na po nating hayaang maulit ang parehong mga pagkakamali na patuloy na bumabagabag sa atin. Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, the open infra system is not just legislation. It is a statement that we will not be content with the way things are, but we will act to protect public resources, and that we will honor our constitutional duty of transparency and accountability. After this privileged speech, we intend to file a bill that will be called the Open Infra System. I urge your support for this measure so that together we can build not only roads and bridges, but also the foundations of a more honest and trustworthy government. Maraming salamat po. Umaayong hapon sa atong tanan.